So Michael, what would you say are some of the key states to have in NLP?
I think all states can be good states. I think it's important for people to come up with big lists of states that are useful, because even states that may appear to be not useful, if you take anger or if you take being pissed off, you can actually use them, because you can use them as links from being for things where you are not motivated. You can actually use them for motivation. So in the right context, I think actually every state probably has a use. It's not doing it for too long, and it's not doing it in the right context. Particularly states that are useful are things like curiosity, interest, tenacity. And I think there's a lovely set of 3 states that came from a hypnosis course I was on a few years ago, which actually said that if somebody had an issue or problem, they were missing one of 3 states or one of 3 energies. And they are tenderness, because sometimes people get devoid from humanity and you need to inject a bit of tenderness. Fierceness, or a strong state, because sometimes people go around in circles and they need a push. And sometimes playfulness, because sometimes we get too serious, and a little bit of playfulness helps us to unlock the creativity or helps us to learn.
Okay, and what are some of the key beliefs to have?
Useful beliefs. Firstly, I want to believe things that are true. With useful beliefs, I don't want to believe something that is untrue, because that can have all sorts of not useful consequences. But sometimes in life we don't know whether things are true or not. And in things like, am I going to be successful, a view that it may take me some work, but in the end I'm going to get what I want, I think is a useful belief. Because if I don't believe I'm going to be successful, then I'm probably not going to try. So any belief that gets me to try, gets me to be positive, gets me to work in a useful direction, are tremendously useful.
Is there anything else that you feel is particularly important that you'd like to emphasise or repeat?
I'd like to emphasise with stated beliefs, it's important for me, if I'm working with somebody, to be aware of my stated beliefs, because I don't want them to interfere with or get in the way of my own performance as a coach or a trainer or a mentor, but also to be aware of some of the beliefs and some of the states of the person and people I'm working with. Because there again, if somebody had an issue or a problem, it is something they are doing themselves to hold on to that problem. And therefore, the more I can understand their state and beliefs, I might find I might help them find a very easy way of moving on from what they thought was an issue.
Michael Beale, thank you.
Thank you.